Hi, Bobs.
Hi, Bobs.
That was delayed.
Huh?
That was
Well, because
delayed.
usually you go, "What up, Bobs?"
What's up, Bobs?
No, you don't say it like that either. You say, "What up, Bobs?"
What up, Bobs?
Okay, Urkel. What up, Bobs?
I got a stuffy nose right now.
You don't actually.
You hear that?
Those are just boogers.
Maybe.
It's booger season.
I guess so.
Just FYI, I'm in a foul mood tonight. So
Foul.
foul.
Like we're talking ducks.
That's not what birds are called.
I'm pretty sure a fowl is like a male duck. Foal? Fowl?
Foul. How do you spell it?
Fowl?
How would you spell foul? As in, like, I'm in a foul mood.
I mean, there's like fowl like duck, I think, or whatever. There's foul like a foul in a game. Foul. The foul you feel is FOWWELL. Foul.
I don't like that. Too many letters.
I mean, we can make it less. FOWWEL.
When something smells foul, what spelling is that?
That one's FAWEL. Foul.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I don't know.
Ugh, you're
You're
literally you
speaking to a
contribute
college
nothing.
dropout right
You
now.
contribute nothing to this podcast.
I just told you how to spell foul 5 different ways.
No, they were all dumb except for two. So none of them made any sense whatsoever. Listen, guys, I went from recovering from COVID to Louis giving me a stomach virus this weekend, and I'm still getting over it. I've got a migraine today, and we're just living the life over here.
I think she's going to give it to me.
Even though Jason gets on my everlasting nerves sometimes, he's been a lot of help doing a lot of stuff around the house. Thankfully, I was able to deep clean on Saturday before it hit. But
Yeah. Me and Louie got to go to a football game.
flag
Flag
football.
football. One of the girls from church, her flag football game was on Saturday at their high school. Me and Louie got to go. It was fun.
Yeah, it's one of his volunteers. So went to be supportive. What a good guy.
I'd like to start doing it more. It was actually really fun. I'd like to start taking like Louie to
You are welcome to take him on Saturday mornings to things.
every time. I'll try to find Saturday morning events going on. I don't know if there's very many, but I'd like to take him to like some basketball games, some like high school basketball games. Maybe I don't really have any guy football players that volunteer, but maybe next year.
Does Houston play any sports?
Yeah, but yes and no. But their high school doesn't have football.
What does that mean, yes and no?
Like he plays, but I don't think he plays.
Is he on a sports team at school?
His school don't really have sports
What
that
school does
much.
he go to?
Kai.
I didn't know he went to a Christian school.
Yep. Well, private school.
Um. Anyways. So that's what's been going on in our household. Lots of fun stuff, and our very, very sweet neighbor who just had surgery made us
Yeah.
dinner and stuff, so we didn't have to worry about it because we've been sick and stuff. And we're like, it was spaghetti and meatballs, homemade with a long piece of bread. It was really good,
It was
and
very
we were
good.
so very thankful. And
By the way, if you're watching, we cleaned the bowl. We just had to take it back down.
yeah, we had to take it back down. But it was just so sweet and just nice to know that people are thinking about you sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you want to pray for us that our household gets healthy and
Louis sleeps through the night.
Louis sleeps through the night.
You think
He
that'll
pretty
ever
much
happen?
is. He just wants to eat all the time.
Do you think he'll be like 21 before it happens?
I mean, were you 21 before you decided to stop eating through the night?
I just stay up late enough and eat right before I go to bed.
Yeah. Well, so here's the problem: is the doctor was like, "Well, he's getting up like twice at night to eat," and she was like, "Well, you can cut one of them out. He's not lacking for food." And I'm like, "Okay,"
She call him fat, by the way.
but so she was like, "Let him cry it out," and I just struggle with that.
She said, "Let him self-soothe. He will self-soothe himself back to sleep."
Yes, self-soothing himself back to sleep is him crying bloody
Oh, I
murder.
tried it. I don't remember what it was, but I tried
It was
it.
the night that I was sick out on the couch.
Yes, 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 yes. She went out to the couch. He stayed back there with me. He started crying. He was in the bed with me, and I was like, "Okay, self-soothe. We're gonna do this." This dude was screaming his head off. It was so
So
bad.
much it woke
Sarah
me up out on
brought
the
back a
couch.
bottle
Yeah.
without
But
me
I will
asking.
say for that one specifically, I think that one didn't work out because I think if we're going to cut out a feeding, it will need to be his most recent one. So like say he ate at 7:30 or like whatever.
Yeah,
He's waking up to eat at like 11:30.
yeah.
It's that one that we need to cut out. Because it's a shorter distance between when he's eating and then the next time he wakes up um is when we can feed him, because I think the one with yours, it had been like 7 hours since he ate,
Yeah.
and so like by that point he really is actually hungry, not just like crying to cry. But anyways, so she said self-soothe, which is like letting them cry it out until they go back to sleep, and I don't know, I have a problem with that because
I
it's
don't have a
like
problem with that. I
I'm
just
like,
stay asleep.
yeah, because you're deaf and you can't hear when he's crying. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. What we need to do is get him in his crib.
Yeah, that would probably
And
help because we wouldn't be
yeah,
able to hear him cry
well,
until he's screaming.
I would be able to hear him cry,
Not me.
um, but gotta start somewhere. We're just not.
Maybe the weekend you're gone, I'll try him in his crib.
No, because then you won't wake up. Period, and he'll
Yeah,
just be starving all
he
night.
will. He will self-soothe that night.
No, he won't. He'll just scream his head off, and he'll probably pass out from screaming. Honestly,
Ty probably come up here and knock on the door.
yeah. No, you'll make Peggy hobble up here on her scooter and check on him. I hear that baby crying, Jason. That's not how Peggy talks, by the way. um, but yeah, so we're just experiencing parenthood in full force right now.
Yep.
Something I think we had talked about acknowledging tonight is everything that happened on, was it Friday?
No, it was not Friday.
Was it Thursday?
No, it was not Thursday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah,
Was it Wednesday?
yeah.
The Charlie Clerk thing was not Wednesday. It
Yeah, it
was
was.
Friday.
No, it
Is
wasn't.
he? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was.
No, we talked about why.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Positive?
Yeah, talked about why
Super positive?
me and Josh had to come up with a game plan to see how long we would talk about it.
But anyways, just acknowledging that my coworkers were talking about how like in each generation there are things that like not define but kind of like shape your generations. And so like different events mean more to different
Mm.
people. Like when 9/11 happened, we were 4 years old. So we don't remember that happening.
You know what's something crazy about that?
What?
This is I heard the guy that they arrested at first with the Charlie Kirk thing. You know, the old guy. So he was actually at 9/11 and called in 911 and said that the planes hit.
Hmm.
He was there and he called it in.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were talking about how like different things find different generations, like stuff like that, or like when oh Lord, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but when was it Reagan who was shot, the president?
No, Abraham Lincoln.
There was a more recent president
Oh,
than that was shot.
JFK, isn't that who it was?
Was it Reagan or JFK?
Pretty sure JFK was riding in the car.
Listen, we obviously don't know our history, but anyways, stuff like that are like kind of
I
moments
know
that kind of
Greco-Roman history, but
okay.
not
But
American history.
anyways, those kind of things are like things that shape generations, and that I believe that this is something that has kind of like or will kind of like shape our generations and not just ours, but like I mean the latter half of the millennials, the Gen Zs, Gen X's, not Gen X's. I think Gen X's are before our time.
Before our time.
Yeah, Gen X's were before millennials.
So like they're older?
Yeah.
Mm.
But I tell you what's crazy about the whole thing is how the graphic videos are everywhere. I think that just kind of
They're
blows my
kind of
mind.
gone now, unless you might be able to find them, but
I think they were everywhere
they
though.
were
I mean,
everywhere.
within so
Well,
me
that's
and
crazy.
Peyton were we drove over to the gas station at like 3:30. I need to get gas and she was getting a snack. Um and on our way back just across the street, she was like, "Do you know Charlie Kirk?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "He just got shot." And I was like, "What?" And from that time, that was like 1 minute up to our office. We had seen, by the time we got up to our office in there for like 10 minutes, we had probably seen 3 videos of different angles
Yeah.
of it all happening. And they were like so graphic. And it was just crazy, a
Mm-hmm.
crazy thing to see. And it just like, I feel like it just greater emphasizes how not decent. I want to say I'm desensitized because like I feel like that affected me, like seeing that, but like I don't think it affected me as much because we have the graphic movies, we have the
I don't
graphic
know.
video
Maybe you watched
games.
me graphic movies because I was pretty shooken
I mean,
for.
I was because it was real life.
I was pretty
Like,
shooken for probably about 3 or 4 days.
yeah, no, I mean, I was like sick to my stomach. Maybe that's why I have stomach virus. but
Yeah.
but no, I was like like I thought I was gonna throw up, like sick to my stomach. Well, not only that, but then the whole thing. Honestly, the whole thing that happened with the Ukraine refugee on the
Yeah.
train in New York, that whole thing, I was already so sick to my stomach about that, and then that
I
happened.
didn't really watch anything with that. I saw like a picture of like blood on her pants, but
No, I watched it and it's horrifying
yeah,
and
I don't
so
seek out.
terribly
Try
sad.
not to
I don't. They just
pop up.
yeah, they just because it's like on news, like on news channels on TikTok and stuff. It just literally pops up, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
You don't have anything else to say about it?
Um. Let's see. I was at church. I was at work, and in a group chat with my heathen friends. Uh, I love them, and I look at my phone, and one of my buddies said it literally said, "Charlie Kirk just got smoked," and I said, "Says he dead?" Like it's literally like right on spot. He's dead, and they were like, "I don't know." It's pretty graphic. Like
Yeah.
they were like, well, he's a doc or nurse, so he sees stuff all the time, and he's like, more than likely he's got to be.
Well, I'm honestly, did you see
Yeah, I
the
saw the
videos?
one on the. I saw it from far away. I saw another video where it was off to the side where he fell, and I saw one on the right side where blood came out.
So I think when I saw was like straight on,
Yeah,
like from me to you. And like I'm surprised it took them as long as it did to pronounce him dead.
I think they were just precautionary
Yeah, but I mean like it definitely hit
because it
a
really didn't take
carotid.
him that long, an
No.
hour.
I mean, but he had to have been dead
Oh,
within minutes.
yeah, on
Yeah.
the spot.
Cuz that was a ton of blood, and
Yeah.
he would have bled out instantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, horrifying. People's reactions horrifying.
Yeah, my Facebook feed was wild.
Wild. I mean, and that's like family members,
You have family
friends.
members that loved it?
Not loved it, but
Oh, I had people on my Facebook that loved it.
I wouldn't
They had
say
like the we're partying emojis going.
that's wild.
Wild.
You kind of have a crazier friend.
Well, it wasn't any of my friends. It was somebody made a post and then their comments, and then
Oh,
they were
yeah,
getting
yeah.
blasted.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
because there was a girl I played softball with. She made a post because she's Christian now. She wasn't. We played softball, but now she is. And hi Murph, Peggy's dog, Murph. So she made a post, and then the girl was like, "It's about time we should throw a party or something," and like the celebration emojis.
A Christian?
What? No, the comment girl in the comment, random girl, I don't know.
Oh.
And then everybody kind of went at her, but it was crazy. And then I have a guy I went to high school with who's like trying to be a comedian, like legit trying to be a comedian, and does comedy, and he just made some like messed up jokes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. You know something crazy I saw that, like, I think because I mean, I feel like for years now we've all felt like such a divide between just people in general, whether between Christian and the secular world, whether between different races, between different even religions within itself. Like there is such a divide between people. But something crazy, it's not crazy because it's so true, but like it blew my mind and made me so sad that we as a world has not gotten better, but I guess we're not supposed to
Yeah,
be better because
it gets worse and then it's
it's
over.
well, it's
It gets worse when Jesus comes back.
it's like it's supposed to want Jesus, but is that if biblical times were happening right now, Jesus would be crucified again because of the
Oh, yeah.
state that our world is in. And I was just like, I've never like actually thought about that because it's just not ever been anything that I've thought about.
I mean, for the most part,
But
what Charlie Kirk was saying is a lot of stuff Jesus would have said. Like, I'm not gonna say Charlie Kirk was perfect, but like he went into places and went against what people had accustomed themselves to.
yeah,
Like the abortion, like pro life. He went against he wanted people to get married and have families and do that, and he's just going against the grain of what the world is nowadays. And so
right.
he basically was preaching that love isn't what you think it is, because those people are thinking we're taking love out of context and using it in you love me, so let me do what I want,
Yeah.
instead of you love me, guide me.
Right, which I think is so funny, but I guess it's if people aren't Christian, they don't think that way either. But like the Bible literally says, like to call out
Mm-hmm.
to
If you're
your
Christian, yeah,
brothers and
call out your
sisters.
other
Yeah,
Christians, rebuke them and lovingly.
yeah,
But yeah, the says the word is used to build up, encourage, and rebuke and teach. So
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so that was just some crazy stuff. We're gonna pause for just a minute. Hey guys, we're back.
we're back.
I don't remember where we left off, but
I don't either.
anyways, that's all I really have to say about it. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, but I think I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. I made a Facebook post. I don't even know if you saw it. I don't know if you ever
I
see
saw it.
anything I post. You don't ever acknowledge it. But
Usually I like her do something.
yeah, you didn't this one.
No.
But I usually keep my mouth shut about things, but sometimes it's just hard. But at the same time, like, I think you need to speak out about things that you believe in at the same, as well as knowing when to not talk.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lesson a lot of people can learn. I'm still learning it, but
I just
I
don't
don't know
make
about
posts.
these.
I just don't make posts.
Harlow has to go potty.
He does.
He was asleep, and then
You woke him up.
Harlow.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the world was getting better. And I don't know if I'm still I think I'm still thinking that. I think it's just we're seeing a lot of things happening right now, um but I think it's just a blip in the in the in the
In the Matrix.
no, no, like the timeline. Like say if Jesus doesn't come back now, I think in 100 years it'll be totally different because you have to think the um the ideology of people that are more progressive is like don't get married, don't get with opposite sex, don't have babies. Like if you're gonna have babies, like okay to abort. Well, that can only last so long
Yeah.
because then you're not making life. And so if they don't make babies, they don't get married, they don't give it a guy and a girl, then they can only last for 100, 200 years. Then it's over.
Yeah.
Unless they continue to push, like if people keep thinking it, but I think eventually it'll have to die out. So, so I think it's just a little blimp. I think it'd be totally different in a few 100 years.
I think if I had, I'd probably say I probably didn't know where. Like, obviously, I've thought our world was messed up and all that stuff, but I feel like last week, I, for the first time, saw how great the divide is.
It is very
Like,
divided.
because usually, and like I said in my post, like, it hits, I think, Christians a little harder because when it comes to the political stuff, like with presidents and stuff, like, yeah, people bash like religious beliefs and stuff like that, but it has to do, it's surrounded by political things.
Yeah,
And not saying that this wasn't also a political thing, I'm sure it very
yeah,
much was, but it was a very much faith thing as well.
yeah,
Like and I feel like maybe that's where it kind of hit me harder, and like, does that make sense?
yeah,
And was kind of like a realization of, especially like you said, seeing all the posts and everything after of people happy that this happened and like
yeah.
all that stuff. And it just showed me again, or not again, but maybe showed me for the first time, like, okay, like this is what we're dealing with. Um,
I think we're in a time where just people get hurt because uh, I think we're living in a time where everybody wants what they want. And I said this at YA. Um, everybody wants what they want. And when somebody says something opposite of what they want, which what they want is sin in their flesh, um, like I want to love who I want to love. That is your flesh talking. That is sin talking because um, the Bible even talks about like you have wants, but it's not. That's not what you should go for. Um, and so the thing is, they want what they want, and when something goes against them, then they don't like it, and it it's just they get angry because it's almost like a kid throw a temper tantrum,
yeah.
like a big analogy. And I keep saying what I say about the Bible and about church and about God is if you are following God and you don't have to every single day change something about your life, then you're not following God. If you are following God, reading the Bible, and you're like, oh, I can do this. This is perfect. And I do this and this and this, and nothing about your life changes, but you make everything change to fit what you want, then you're
Mm-hmm.
doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And basically, if you have to change everything, then you're probably doing it right, because everything we want is of sin and our flesh, because our flesh just wants so much of what life can offer, because it can offer sin. And as they say, sin gives life, but only for so long,
Yeah.
and then it turns around and kills you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as where God gives life abundant, and so I think we've lost the. We just want what we want, and we get what we want for the most part, and people allow us to do it.
Yeah.
And I think when somebody goes against the grain, or when the Bible goes against the grain, and I think people just get upset and they don't like it, and then bad things happen.
Yeah.
First thing that pops in my mind, um, which now there's all this conspiracy theories on, like, they don't think it was really the kid who did it.
Yeah.
But first thing that popped in my mind, if it was him, I was wondering if it was like demonic, like, because I believe people can be demonized. I believe people can be demonically possessed,
Yeah.
and it can lead people to do things that they wouldn't do. And I was wondering if it could have been like just a, he was like demonized. I don't know.
And you know what they call that? Which I don't know if I've ever actually put this together in my head until you said that. Say that were the case, or like, you know,
Yeah,
they say it's a mental health issue.
yeah,
It's a mental health issue. It's a mental health
right,
issue. They don't want to acknowledge the spiritual
right,
aspect of things. Um, because every time someone shoots someone, or like
yeah,
there's school shootings, or the dude on the train with the Ukraine woman, oh, it's a mental health issue. It's a mental health issue. At what point are you guys gonna realize, like,
spiritual warfare out there.
yeah,
Yeah,
and there's demons, and they will do, and I mean
yeah, they will
they
say
have
whatever they
access
have
to
to. They will.
people if people give them access,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
And
not saying that's the case
oh,
every
I'm not.
time,
Yeah,
but
yeah, definitely not.
just
I think a lot of it probably is um, mental health issues, and um, all of that. I also, I don't know why, but I always think, because for some reason I try to put myself in their shoes, and I think this with like sports betting too. When people get in like big trouble, and I'm like, what if he did do it? The kid did shoot Charlie Kirk, but what if it's like the movies, and you see there's so much going on behind the scenes where it's like somebody took somebody that they love, or somebody wrote them a letter and blackmailing them, and it's like, you have to do this or I do this to you, and it's like you're just being forced, and they're like a puppet, and you know what I mean.
I don't think a lot happens a lot in
You
real
don't think
life.
so?
No.
I think well, that's kind of why I went to sports gambling, because I know in sports gambling it happens all the time, because like the mob is real, and sports gambling is ran by like the mob and big money people, and that's where a lot of, when you see athletes getting in trouble for gambling on their own sports and like throwing games, that's because they have people saying like, I will kill your family
Mm-hmm.
if you don't do this, and I don't care if you lose your career or whatnot. And so that's why it just pops in my head. I'm like, I wonder if something like that is going on. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I did find myself thinking I was better than people on Facebook. which kind of upset me. Like the people that were cheering and stuff, I did find myself being like, "Ha, I'm a better Christian. Ha, I'm going to heaven. You aren't." Like that type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
I mean, probably not in that aspect, but I think it's okay to have a problem with it, and
Mm.
I think it's normal to realize, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can say it's okay to question, but I mean, I do. And, like, question, like, how can you be who you say you are if this is your reaction? Or if this is what you know,
Mm-hmm.
people just. I think one of the things that also bothered me as I kept seeing things was the people only using like half of his quotes to justify.
Yeah, not. It's
And then
basically like
it's
what they do with
like,
the Bible.
and then you would see the whole quote, and
Yeah,
you're
the
like,
whole thing.
"Whoa, that was totally taken out of
Yeah.
context." But like, um, and the people, I think I also said this in my Facebook post, but just the people who are like, nobody should get shot or killed or
Mm.
whatever. But he said this, and this.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
So he should have got
you're
shot
trying to
apparently.
justify?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very contradicting and very confusing, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But crazy thing all around. Like I said, I at the beginning of this, I think this is something that is going to shape or have some kind of like formation in our
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah. And I think I think if the kid who if he really did it, I think I think he'll come back to God one day. I think so.
We'll see.
But all we can do is pray for him, pray for the people that are happy about it, and pray for the people that are hurt about it.
Yep.
So, and love them. Love everybody.
Nah.
Love everybody. Even the people that hate you.
Yeah.
Especially the people that hate you.
We'll work on that.
Love them all.
Anyways, guys, I'm dying from a migraine here, so
And
we're
it's
gonna have
hot.
to
It's so hot out here.
hop off here.
Yep.
I'm about ready to pass out. But all right.
Be smelly, Bobs.
Bye.